Watch it. Yeah, go to Maccabees. So let's see what happened. Let's find out why and what happened with them changing his Maccabees.
First Maccabees chapter 3, verse 48.
That's what the white man did.
And lay open the book of the law, wherein the heathen
The white man
had sought to paint the likeness of their image.
So the white man took our image and painted over them and made them white. There's a book right now. It's called
Jim Crow. You still know about that?
Oh, no, I still
The
say
white man that painted a whole black face and made an image about us.
It's called iconoclasm. And they took the images and painted over them, made them white. So instead of us seeing Christ looking like this, they made him look like this.
But it's still arguments to the day that knows. So you got to fight about that. And people fight about that. That's why there's differences in the world right now.
I already know what y'all
because we got two different beliefs. But it is also black people that don't. Black people that they've been deceived in different beliefs. A world of hurt, yeah, and it's true.
Alright. So, for example, if we want to argue this answers, we would go to the Bible. You see what I'm saying? So let's see what the Bible says. This Revelation.
I get him like, so who would you say is Christ? Which one would you say looks more like Christ? The white man or the black man?
Based off of if you read the Bible, you know how they say he got wool hair, all that.
Say this one. So like, go ahead,
Okay, so this Revelation.
That ain't no wool, it is wool. It's sheep of hair. That ain't wool.
Alright, so this Revelation 1 verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire. His
That's
feet,
alcoholics. You feel me?
His
Our
feet.
eyes only turn black people's eyes only turn red.
You know that's in the Bible, bro?
Yes, it is. I know all that.
Alright. His feet like unto fine brass. So what would be like brass? Like these watches, like these rings, right?
Well, we not that color.
Well, fine brass.
That penny, that's brown.
That's brass. See what I'm saying? So
Listen to the rest of it.
let's see how brown they were.
Listen to the rest of
It
it.
said his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace. So not only was he brown, not only was he brown, he was dark as hell like this. Western Light,
And that nigga
like
feet
you,
was
like me.
crusty as hell.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, nigga feet was crusty. He goddamn black. They're like for real. Like an African. Yeah.
Like us. Like for example, we wouldn't be able to argue these without the scripture. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
yeah, no.
Because black is what
I'm
a
pretty
white
sure that
person
nigga
gonna
feet
see
ain't
black
black.
is this color, you know? Because that's the only color they think they turn is this color.
But let me show you something specific.
Ours will never turn that color.
Solomon, Songs of Solomon 1 verse 5. I'm gonna show you two more things. Watch this. So they say, oh, it may not be black. Yeah, we use different terms, but the concept's still the same. He's dark skinned. That's so even though we may say black, we understand that it ain't his shirt color.
Songs of Solomon.
So watch this.
Chapter 1, verse 5.
Watch this.
I am black.
He's what?
I am black, but comely.
Read that again.
I am black, but comely.
So Solomon said, I'm black and beautiful. Comely mean beautiful. I'm black and I look good. Read.
O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon. Look not upon me,
Why he don't want nobody to look at him?
because I am black.
Because he what?
Because I am black.
Read.
Because the sun have looked upon me.
So when the sun look on a nigga, what color we turn? Dark and dark. We go over to Egypt right now. We'll come back what? Black as hell, right? Give me go next. Go to chapter 5 verse 11.
Go over there.
Chapter 5.
Black. Go to Egypt. You'll come back up.
Come back dark. Now watch this. This show you he a black man. Watch this.
Songs of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 11. His head is as the most fine gold. His locks.
His what?
His locks
Dreadlocks.
are bushy.
His dreadlocks
Are bushy
and
and as black as a raven.
just like you, brother.
Black hair. Black hair got no fucking.
But how come
Dying
in the
and
church?
shit.
How come in the church they not teaching us? This is us in the Bible. Give me Deuteronomy 28 verse 1. Now I'm gonna show you something. But
They
actually,
only see those pictures.
that's it.
In the
And
songs.
grandmama got Martin Luther King right beside it, right? John F. Kennedy right beside it.
Yeah, my grandma never got the black motherfucker.
Yeah, Obama.
Oh yeah, they got the black. No, they got the black.
The black Jesus.
Yeah,
Yeah, some
they got black Jesus.
Now watch this. So the question now we got to ask ourselves, why is it that we see the Bible says something different than what they show us on mainstream TV, right? Let's find out. Read this.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass,
What's going to happen?
if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do his commandments,
So God said, this is what's going to happen if you obey my commandments.
which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
So God said, if we did what he said do, he'll set us on high above everybody on the earth. What did you say when you first came up? We over there. No, we kings and stuff, right? A king is where? On top.
On top.
But the question is, the black man on the bottom today don't look like. We the ones on child support. We the ones getting chased by the police. We the ones getting told, put your hands up, don't shoot. But the white man can walk free, right? But the question is, how come the black man ain't king no more? Give me verse 15.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken
God said it's going to happen if you don't listen to me.
unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses,
All these what?
curses, shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So God said, if y'all don't obey me, then I'm going to curse y'all black men.
They took another black man.
And that probably with the curse.
What you just said, if I bring all of our black community together, how can I do something that God can do?
Show you. I come. Say that again. Read
How
it.
come I couldn't? How can I do something that God can do? But he had to curse every black person that happened.
Give me Deuteronomy 7 verse 6. This is why. I'll show you. And then we'll come back here. Because you just said something key.
Because if they didn't listen to him, how they would listen to me?
I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6.
This is why.
For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people.
Above what?
All people that are upon the face of the earth.
God called us to be the chosen special people on the face of the earth. So that's why we can't do nothing beyond his power. Because he's in control of us.
That's why when you hear black people say, hey, yo, God got me.
That's right.
Because he really do.
He do. But why
Because
don't
he created me from the ground up.
Hosea 5:15.
If I walk on this ground, no gun, no weapon shall prosper me. No matter what the rod thou staff or
Shall
whatever
right.
shall come from.
But guess what?
I understand that because I come from the ground. I'm a king myself. Nobody on this earth can take that kingdom away from me.
Right. This is the thing. Nobody, you're individualizing because it's you.
Yeah.
But the Father has looked at us as a nation. That's the difference.
But once you get broken down upon yourself by some other, you don't have the courage to continue to preach
But
the
the
word.
Father's goal for us is to come back as a nation. That's what we have to teach.
So you gotta be strong for yourself.
And that's true. Watch this. Give me read this.
Hosea chapter 5, verse 15. I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense.
Wait, so why is the nigga getting shot down in the street? God said, I'm going to do what? Read it.
I will go and return to my place
He going to return.
till they acknowledge their offense.
What offenses?
And seek my face in their affliction.
In their what?
In their affliction.
Wait a minute. Is the black man not afflicted today? Would you not agree the black man afflicted? Read it again. One more time.
And seek my face in their affliction. They will seek me early.
We getting up early in the morning. Sometimes can't even sleep at night. Walking around crazy. Lord, if you help my family. Lord, I wish we wasn't like this. Lord, we be losing. But he said, I'm going to return to my place. Why? Why? How come when I pray, my prayers don't get answered? Some people stop believing in God. Because why? He ain't answered my prayer. But he said, I'm going to return until y'all acknowledge what? Y'all not keeping my commandments. Y'all not obeying what I told y'all to do. I told you I was going to curse you if you didn't listen. But we don't want to accept that. That's right.
So now we're going to read the curses in the Bible.
Bring it out.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 16.
So start at 15 again.
Verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
What's going to happen?
to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
And overtake you. That's why you just said what? It's not what? Got out of hand. Because it's not overtook us now. But what was going to be some of the curses?
Verse 16. Curse shall thou be in the city.
You want to touch that one?
Yeah.
So, what city live cursed? Who live in the ghettos? You ever seen a white ghetto? It's us. If y'all remember, right down over there behind Johnson. Come Come on, bro. Read on.
And cursed shall thou be in the field.
Who had to pick cotton, tobacco, sugar cane? We the ones had to do this. Read.
Verse 28. The Lord shall smite thee with madness.
What kind of madness? That's why you see brothers walking up down the street
with depression and stress.
Don't even know who
like,
they are.
like in most times, and this would come back to everybody having this conversation in their household where we got them really supposed to be kings and queens. That's the reason why the depression was coming. But we got them living a life of nothing.
Jesus, brother. Read on.
Okay. And blindness.
And blindness. What's the blindness? They won't even understand they Israelites. They won't understand they the real Jews. They'll think white people over in Israel today are the real Jews.
We heard about the story that they get these books and find white men that kill all the Jews.
Thank you.
All white people was like
they weren't never white people. That's us, the Bible. Remember, Jews is short for the tribe Judah. That's where the word comes from. Judah is short for Jew. Read on.
And an astonishment of heart.
Astonishment. Damn, how we get like this? We know we kings and queens and priests. We the best basketball players, singers, everything. But then,
hey, look. It said the Lord shall smite thee with what?
Man, right there. Prime example.
That's the spirit, bro.
Bro, I promise you. And dudes got them, and they show us all the time. Like, dudes sleep out there on the street, out there right there, and they walk around upset all the time.
Like, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
And thou shalt grope at noonday. As the blind gropeth in darkness.
You read it?
Thou shalt not prosper in thy ways.
Skip down to 46. So now here's the question. People be like, well, how y'all know this y'all the Bible talking about?
Verse 46.
See you prospering like that.
They shall be upon thee for a sign.
They shall be on thee for what?
Sign.
So how do you know that you at Walmart? What you see out there? It say Walmart, right? Read.
And for a wonder.
I wonder, damn, is this us for real?
And upon thy seed forever.
Upon your seed, them your kids. You said it a minute ago. What about the kids? We gotta raise up. That's why they bad as hell.
right now, my daughter.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Hold that. Give me Isaiah chapter 3, verse 12. Watch this. And the Bible prophesied this stuff. Isaiah chapter 3, verse 12. Watch this.
Isaiah chapter 3, verse 12. As for my people.
As for the Israelites.
Children are their oppressors.
Children are what?
They're oppressors.
That's why they got YNs now. Children are the oppressors on the earth. They shooting up the club. You can't even go have a good time.
That shit crazy. They literally made a label for their ass too.
Come on, man.
Like, this shit came out of nowhere.
But let's find out why it's happening. What's the next part?
And woman.
And who?
Woman. Rule over them.
Single parent households. Women ruling the children. Leading them emotional. Raising them to be sissies and pumps.
Or raising them to goddamn let the girl handle their ass so fucked up to the point where they can buy goddamn beat the girl.
Is it making sense to you, brother?
Oh, yeah,
it does.
It does. It's a lot. I already made sense to me. I already knew the word.
Give me 48.
I'm just trying to figure it out here amongst others. So I don't feel like I'm the only one that's believing.
Yeah, you like, I know something's wrong.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 47.
I was sorry to cut y'all off, but I gotta get that job please.
Go ahead, bro. Sure. Hey, give us a call, man. Our number on the back of that flight.
I got you.
All right, well, see you probably tonight. Say less. So. Watch this, brother. Go ahead. So I want to edify everybody out here. Who's gonna be reading straight? Check. It might be me. No. Give me where we was at. I was trying to remember. Oh, there should be a pundit for a sign.
Check. So now we gotta figure out the issue of why we going through this. Let's read this Deuteronomy 28 verse 48. So we identify and we telling the brother one thing. This is how we know the curses are on the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American. Let's read Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 48. Therefore shall thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things. So think about this, brother. Read that again. You remember we said we went in slavery, right? Read that again. And therefore shall thou serve thy enemies. So now he says, I'm going to put you under your enemies. These curses going to be to identify you, right? But then now I'm gonna let your enemies come and make you have to beg for everything you need. Now watch this. Watch this. This is what they're gonna make you beg for. Let's read it. You shall serve your enemies and hunger. Who do we go to for food? McDonald's, Panera Bread, Burger King. Who own them places? The white man, right? We don't own none of that stuff. We might have a few franchises here and there, but we don't own the majority, right? Read on. And thirst. We want something to drink. Don Julio, Budweiser, Water, Dasani, Gatorade. Who own them companies? The white man. We don't own that. Read on. And nakedness. The clothes that we put on. Who own that? The white man. We own none of this stuff. Read. And want of all things. We have to have a death certificate when we die, bro. We need a passport just to go to and from. Why? So they can know, nigga, what plantation you been to? We don't think about it like that. Oh, nah, brother, I got my passport. That means I'm doing something. No, it's not a good thing. Because why? They stamping you to give you what? Approval. To move around in a place that's supposed to be what? Free.
Right.
It don't make sense, brother.
Basically, a hall pass.
Like, yeah, really. But you got to pay to go to some goddamn well, and you got them driving on.
And then you still got to pay to get the pass to leave.
Right. You got to pay for the passport to find your boat.
Come on, man. Read. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
And who shall do it?
And he shall put a yoke. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. So who is the he that put yokes around a group of people neck and destroyed them? Took their heritage, their culture, their nationality, their identity, their language. Who did that? Come on, man. The white man did it to the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American. Read. Verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth, even into the other. That's why you can go to Australia, India, Jamaica, and we everywhere, because he scattered us. The brother just said it a minute ago, we everywhere in the earth. Why? Because God scattered us for being disobedient. Read. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. The wood and stone is Christianity and Muslims. If you notice, when everybody go to jail, what they come out being? A Muslim. Nowadays, majority of us grew up in a what? A Christian church. So it said, we shall serve other gods, wood and stone. Where did Christianity teach us? God was white, the angels was white, everybody was going to heaven. They taught all of that.
Not to question nobody that say they're
Come on, man. Let's read. Verse 65. And among these nations shall thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. But the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart, and a failing of eyes, and a sorrow of mind. Verse 66. And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and thou shalt have none assurance of thy life. So if you notice, that's why when we ride by the police, we got to double take, because we ain't got no assurance. If they do get behind me, I don't know if I'm going to get stopped. I don't know if I'm even make it home if they stop me.
I don't know if I'm going to wobble a little bit and they don't got here.
Come on. Come on, bro, that's it. Give me verse 68. Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again. So keep in mind, it said the Lord will bring us back to Egypt again. The first time we went to Egypt, we were what? Slaves, right? We were slaves in Egypt. So they're getting instructions on how to govern themselves leaving Egypt. So God says, if you don't do what I say, I'm going to take you back to Egypt again, which is slavery. So I'm going to take you again, but this is the way we're going to do it. Listen to this. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there you shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. That's just a lot of that. We're going to break it down. But it says, you shall be sold unto your enemies. Meaning who? Nigga, sold. We got a black wench for sale. She can pick a lot of cotton for you, master. That's what the Bible is prophesying. If we don't do what
we do got something to do with this shit
to this day.
The only reason why we be able to vote is on the Christian Catholic. You feel me? And they're still up under the slave owners that our ancestors were owned by. So that means with everything that we own, that don't get claimed by somebody going back to my white folks.
Over us. Now watch this. Let me show you the Bible prophecy because they understood that then. Watch this. Lamentations chapter 4 verse 17. As for us, our houses yet fell for our vain help, and our watching. We have watched for a nation that could not save us. Is that not what the Negro and the Hispanic doing? We watching for America to help us. A nation that can't save us. They don't care about us. Now, watch this. Verse 18. They hunt our steps, that we cannot go in our streets. Our end is near. Our days are fulfilled, but our end is gone. So we can't even go in our streets. Because if you go in Walmart, you got somebody following you around the store. When you leave out the store, you got somebody watching you in the parking lot.
You cannot walk around here, bro. Motherfucker, stop your ass walking here.
Come on, bro.
Like, motherfucker, see your ass and be like, hey, dude, look too clean, bro. Let me goddamn stop him, and then they going to jail because walking.
But God told us this will happen to us for what? Being disobedient. Simple things as, and I'm going to share a few simple things as not eating pork, shrimp, crab, lobster. People are like, wait a minute, what? Yeah, we can't eat that stuff. God told us not to. But the first thing our girlfriend or our mama and grandmama didn't want to do is what? Fry some pork chops. Have a seafood. That's the first one I was going to say. They want to have a seafood bowl, and it's like, come on, man.
I can't even eat beef. I got don't eat no chicken and fish. Not
That's right. You got it. Let's read it. Watch this. Leviticus chapter 11 verse 7. And the swine, though he divide the hoof and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you. Unclean to you. Of their flesh shall you not eat. Of their flesh shall you not eat. And their carcass shall you not touch. They are unclean to you. So we can't eat them. But that's what they're gonna do anyway. And then they're gonna tell you it's all good in Jesus' name. But give me the fish. Watch this. Verse 9. These shall you eat, that all that are in the waters. Whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters, and in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall you eat. So anything that's got fins and scales, think about this. People say I can eat all kind of fish, right? Right. We ain't supposed to eat that. We ain't supposed to eat that. Watch this. You know how people say I can eat all kind of fish? Think about a catfish. What about a catfish? Do a catfish got fins and scales? It's got fins, but it has no scales. But people love catfish though.
Do they say saying goddamn gotta have both goddamn together?
Yeah, read it again. Read it again. Watch this. These shall you eat that are in the waters.
These you can eat.
Whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters, and in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall you eat. So like shrimp. Shrimp, do it have fins and scales? Shrimp don't have that. But the Bible, but simple things like that is what keep getting us killed in the street. But they don't see it that way. They just think, oh, I can do me. But God called us as a nation of people. So when one do wrong, guess what? All do wrong. Give me Zephaniah 2 verse 1. Let me show you something. And these are just little things. Not even big stuff. Let's read it. Zephaniah chapter 2 verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yeah, gather together. O nation, not desire. The Bible says gather together, O nation, not desire. They don't desire a black man to be the president. You see how they did Obama? They didn't want a nigga saying nothing. Anytime a black man speak up now, what they do? Silence him.
He wasn't even a real governor.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But just the mere fact of the skin color alone, they don't respect us. You see how the black woman treat us? They definitely don't respect us. Why? Because, read that again. Gather yourselves together. Yeah, gather together. O nation, not desire. God wants us to come together. But the only way we could do this, give me John 14:15. If I ask you, do you love God, you'll say yeah, right? You say,
I say I love God. You know, I love God. Yes. I want to be goddamn. I want to be godly. It might not be impossible, but you know, at this moment, it's impossible to me. You feel me? At this moment in the life I'm right now, it's kind of impossible. So yeah, I want to be there.
But you know what?
But I can't say if I ask the Lord, do He think I love Him? He might be like, you don't got goddamn go left line.
Right. But let me show you something. Let me show you how the Bible helped fix us. Because this is our roadmap to being fixed. Watch this. Psalms 119 verse 9. Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? So the Bible's asking the question. How can a young man, because how old are you, brother? 30? I'm 33. Okay, you're 2 years older than me. How shall a young man like ourselves clean our ways? Read that again. Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed thereto, according to thy word.